All right, everybody. Hi, welcome to Dawn's launch party tonight. We're so excited for everybody who came to support her. And thank you guys for giving up your time to either watch this live or watch the recording. My name is Michelle. I have the honor of hosting tonight and explaining a little bit about what we do. And I am so excited that everyone's here. So I get to introduce our product line. We have a couple different things we're going to talk about tonight, but I just wanted to start by this. So our team and what we do, we're a purpose-driven community who inspire and educate through heart-to-heart connections with all who are open to receive health, vitality, abundance, and freedom. So that's kind of what we stand for. We're really an awesome culture of men and women who come together and help each other grow and get better as humans, as well as running our little side wellness businesses. So we do this wellness business with a product line, which I get to speak to you about, a business that offers flexibility and choice, and a holistic wellness community where we can help you grow as a person, do contribution projects, and feel good with all of our health and wellness tips. We're really proud of our Synergy Experience page and really love adding people to that. So it's our sincere hope that we're able to gift you with some information tonight or possibility, and we really look forward to your feedback at the very least. And so, yeah, I get to introduce our product line. So what we stand behind with our wellness business is a line of concentrated nutrition. And there's a few different things, but not very many. We're very proud of our narrow product focus. And basically, the first one that I'm going to introduce to you guys is called Juice Plus. And Juice Plus is just 30 different raw fruits and vegetables that have been grown until completely ripe. And those fruits and vegetables are not pulled off the plant until they're ready to fall off. They are then put into a giant grinder with their skins, pits, peels, seeds, every part of the fruits and vegetables go into the grinder, and out the other end comes this slurry, and that is dried out at really low temperature so that nothing is killed, everything stays live. And then that powder that comes from that process is put into a capsule or a chewable. So just to give you an example, this is what our capsules bottle looks like. So we've got our fruit blend, veggie blend, and the dark berries. So we call this the trio capsule order. And with this order, adults usually start on the capsules. A child order comes with it for free. We have a wonderful program for children that they can get their product for free for 4 years. But just to give you an example of some of the fruits and vegetables that are in here, like in the veggie, we've got carrots, beets, broccoli, spinach, parsley, kale, cabbage, and tomato. And so my background is that I'm a high school science teacher. I have 2 degrees, a science degree and an education degree. And honestly, when I first heard about Juice Plus, I was actually really skeptical because on top of the fact that I love science and I like evidence and all that sort of thing, I grew up on a farm with a really large garden. And I honestly thought, you know what? I eat my fruits and vegetables the real way. And so it took a long time for me to actually even look into this product. And it wasn't until my son Lincoln was battling tonsil infections that were just not getting any better. We were in the hospital every 2 months that my friend Sandy said, can you please just look at the research? And when I looked at the research, I was totally impressed. And here's why. So this product actually has 40 published clinical research studies done on human beings taking Juice Plus, and it's blood plasma research. So it's not done on testimonials or stories or any sort of subjective evidence like that. It's actually blood drawn from these people taking Juice Plus. And what it says in a nutshell is basically that this product is getting into the human body. It's being recognized by the body and then used by the body just like real fruits and vegetables would be. And that made total sense to me because I noticed my son Lincoln's tonsil infections cleared up right away, even though we were very good eaters. And when I asked a doctor about that, he said, it's just because you're not eating 30 different things every day. You know, you probably have your favorite 5. And that made total sense to me. Even though we were good eaters, we were not normally eating Brussels sprouts and green beans, right? It was mostly like cucumbers and carrots. So I got that. And he said, the other thing too is this is live raw food nutrition. So if you open a capsule onto oatmeal or yogurt or something like that, it will actually liquefy that substance, which means that there's still the live digestive enzymes that naturally occur in fruits and vegetables in this product. And so that really made sense to me as well, because I'm just not getting that variety and I'm not getting enough ripe fruits and vegetables. The grocery store fruits and vegetables these days are picked up to 2 weeks early. And as a result, they don't have the nutrition that they once did. So that's really powerful. Another thing that I love about our products is that we've got this little certification called NSF. And what that means is this is a third-party organization that the Olympics actually uses. Just to give you one example, many people trust this symbol, but it just means that a third party comes in and tests our product whenever they want, unannounced. In order for us to hold this certification, they've never found anything in this product that's not on the label. So when I read you the fruits and vegetables, that's all they've ever found in here. They've never found herbicides, pesticides, chemicals, heavy metals, contaminants of any kind. And that's huge. Like, I started giving this product to my daughter when she was a year old, and I know moms that give it to their babies a lot sooner than that. And so to know that you need to know what you're giving your kids, especially when it's on a daily basis. So I love that this is proven to be just pure raw fruits and vegetables, and that it's been proven to actually work in your body like pure raw fruits and vegetables, because my biggest concern was that my money would be going down the toilet. And if anyone's ever taken multivitamins, sometimes if you look at the color that it changes your pee, it's like literally going down the toilet. And so I didn't want that to be happening with Juice Plus, and I love that it's bioavailable and our body knows what to do with it. So that's Juice Plus, and the chewables are an equivalent product to the capsules. You can take either or. I always recommend the capsules if you can do it, because they are a little bit more concentrated and easier to stay consistent with. But the chewables are a wonderful product for kids. My kids have been on them for 6 years. The next product that I wanted to talk about is our vegan omega. So this is new to Canada as of January. We've been waiting for this product for a couple of years now. It's totally plant-based. So we've skipped the fish, which is a normal source of omegas. We've gone straight to the algae where the fish get it. And it's a blend of omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And it's really powerful because our body knows what to do with plants. That's what we're geared to eat and consume and process naturally. So I love this product. We're doing some research on this as we speak. We don't have any of our own product research yet. So we know what omegas do. We have certainly gotten a lot of testimonials from this product. And I love that our company is so devoted to research that every product we launch is getting researched right away. And so what I can tell you about this one is that my son started it naturally because it just showed up on the counter with our other capsules. And he's like, Mom, I don't know what those orange ones are, but I've totally noticed a difference at school since taking them. And when I asked him what he had noticed, he said that he wasn't using his fidget as much and he was sitting in his desk and focusing more. And I have never told him a lick of anything about this product. So for me, that was like, whoa, okay. And we know that omegas are really good for brain regeneration and brain growth. So with kids, they're actually building new brain tissue all the time. With us, we're just regenerating our tissue. Either or, very important to have healthy plant fats in your diet so that your brain can actually be built from those sorts of things rather than, the chips and the fast food and the processed food that we're prone to eating from now and then, right? Like, we're definitely not perfect. And that's one thing I love to say about the Juice Plus community. Like, we're not perfect eaters. In fact, lots of us are like, oh, thank God there's a product like this, because I definitely don't eat perfect. So that, for me, I love having those natural plants in our diet and an easy way to get them. So that's our capsule line. The next product I wanted to talk about really briefly is our complete powder. So we have Juice Plus Complete in a vanilla and a chocolate. And this is for a shake. You can add it to a smoothie, or you can add it like a full-on smoothie, with veggies and all kinds of things in there if you want, or you can just shake it up with milk or water. I like using almond milk with the chocolate, and I give that to the kids every morning as their chocolate milk. And I love that because it's 14 different raw fruits and vegetables than what you would be getting in the Juice Plus. It's a great way for kids to start their day because they're getting a balance of carbohydrates as well as nutrition in these. And they are amazing. They taste really good. We have this wonderful program that goes with them called a Shred, and it's 10 days to reset your gut. And I'm not going to get too much into it because I could speak about the gut for a while. It's kind of a nerdy passion of mine, but the gut is powerful, and basically know that it can cause you to be having cravings that are out of control. If the parasitic side of the gut is in charge, it will release hormones that you cannot out willpower. And so what I love about the Shred is that it actually starves out the bad side of the gut, repopulates the good gut, and puts your cravings back in check so that you're actually craving raw fruits and vegetables again. And the cravings last a very long time. I do about 2 or 3 shreds per year, and it involves the complete powder. You take 2 shakes a day, you take your capsules, and you eliminate things like processed food and alcohol and those sorts of things. So ask the person who invited you if you're looking for a reset. One of the lovely side effects of the shred is weight loss, although it is not a weight loss program, is definitely a gut reset. I love how quickly the body can respond to having a healthy gut. It's pretty amazing. Mental clarity, all the stuff that comes with that. So we also, with the complete protein, we have a bar in a chocolate flavor and sort of a seed and fruit flavor. And those are really delicious as well. No brainer, easy, clean calories. I love having them in my purse, in my car. So I know that when I grab it, it's just like totally going in line with what I'm trying to do with eating healthier. And then our last product, like I said, we don't have very many, is a tower garden. And we have this beautiful tower garden that's a vertical aeroponic growing system. There's no dirt. It's just a basin of water and earth mineral tonics that come with the tower. And then they're pumped up the tower and drizzled down over the roots in this column. And then the fruits or vegetables grow out of the tower. This can be grown all year round underneath your stairs, in the storage room, whatever, with grow lights. Or it can be grown on your patio in the summer. So I love growing herbs on these things. They're amazing. The basil that grows off of the tower garden, the leaf, it can honestly be the size of your head. It's crazy what can happen when you alternate air and tonic and how fast these fruits and vegetables can grow. Another great thing to grow through the winter is lettuce, because like, let's face it, who doesn't want to have garden lettuce all year round? My kids like fight over who's going to run down and pick lettuce for supper. So those are our product lines. We have our Juice Plus capsules with chewables. We've got our complete protein line, and we've got our tower garden. And our product line is simple, but basically our goal is to help families get more nutrition into them, because we know these days that we're not getting enough, and that, disease and unexplained illness and all kinds of things like eczema and immune systems that are going on the fritz. All of these things are really on the rise these days, and we really believe it's due to the lack of nutrition in our food. So I love aligning with a company that really is helping people eat more of the real thing. Like, this is not a replacement. It bridges the gap between what you eat and what you probably should eat. Even if you're a good eater, you're probably not getting 9 to 12 servings. I certainly know I'm not. I won't speak for you, but I know myself. So that's our little narrow product focus. And a lot of people end up joining our team because the product line itself just really resonates with who they are and what they're trying to do with their family. And I love that because it brings in a lot of really cool people. So without further ado, I'm going to let Alicia share what she's noticed since taking Juice Plus.
Hey guys. So I've been on Juice Plus now for just over 2 years. And I originally started because I was looking for something to help with my poor gut health. I am a celiac, so it kind of goes hand in hand. I'm a registered nurse, and I have a huge passion for the health and fitness industry. I'm a personal trainer, and I own a gym here in town that Lauren is currently stealing Wi-Fi from. So the thought of surplus fruit and vegetables lit my fire right away, and I was sold immediately. I will be truthfully honest. I did not think that I would notice a huge difference being on the product, because being in the deep, deep know of how one's diet can affect your health created a huge monster for me. Every one of my meals was pre-made, pre-measured, pre-thought out, and like Michelle, I thought my diet was bang on. So with all this pre-measured and pre-thought out diet, I somehow was still sick all the time. I was in a brain fog. I couldn't go a day without having a nap, and I struggled a lot with anxiety and anxiety around food. Since starting Juice Plus, it did blow my mind. I started experiencing energy that I've never experienced before. My brain fog was next to none, and I rarely get sick anymore. I know you can tell that I'm sick right now. Of course, it has to be today. But before, I used to get sick, once a month. And I honestly can't remember the last time that I have been sick. And truthfully, it's a little bit self-inflicted. So, yeah. Anyways, my biggest defeat, I think, is my anxiety and my anxiety around food. Juice Plus has really helped me create a healthier relationship around food. Those days where you accidentally dummy a whole bag of chips, or you're on a road trip and the only food that you see is through a drive-through. Those days used to riddle me with anxiety, and I used to beat myself up for days after. And so knowing that I have these little capsules as a backup and my body is getting the nutrition that it needs on those days has really helped me create a healthier relationship with food. On a more nursing aspect of that, I am an emerge nurse, so I see people every day at their worst. And it is truly amazing to me that I get to share the word about Juice Plus and be more on the prevention side of things. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Alicia. And we'll just roll right into your story, Dawn, if you want to share what you've noticed.
Hi guys, thanks again for coming tonight. It means a lot to have your support. So I know some of you may know this about me, but I suffer a lot from anxiety. It comes in waves, but it completely can take control of my life. It keeps me from sleeping. It keeps me from having energy, being a full-time working mom. It also takes away my confidence because I'm a full-time working mom and I feel a lot of guilt. So all of that combined, it really can beat me up. So when I first learned about Juice Plus and all of the benefits that it could provide me, it was kind of a no-brainer that this is something I need to try. So since I've started taking it, I've really noticed an increase in my energy coming home from a full day of work, feeding the kids, and I want to go out for a run. I want to take them on a bike ride. Like, let's get outside and play. And that is really increasing my confidence as a mom, and mostly because we get to have some more quality time together, which I know I'm really missing being back at work full time. So that's really exciting. And the other thing I've noticed is with my sleep, I am able to wake up on a weekend. It's not 6:30 in the morning, and I don't need to jump out of bed and start getting a whole bunch of things done because being productive seems to help with my anxiety. I'm waking up calm and relaxed, and I feel rested, and I still want to get lots of stuff done on the weekend, but at least I'm at a more practical level. And I also have Oakland and Everly on it. They love it. They take their gummies every morning. Evie asks for more every morning. Oakland, I've noticed a huge increase in his appetite. He is eating the same, if not more, than his little sister, which used to be less. So that is wonderful. I'm really excited that what I am giving them is just a surplus of nutrients that is really going to help boost their immune system coming into flu season, and just kids being around kids and germs. So I know I have a poor immune system, so just not having to get sick and being around people at work and not having to get sick is really exciting. And one other thing I was going to try not to share, but I'm going to, is I have noticed instantly being able to go to the bathroom on a daily basis. I used to really struggle with that, mostly through my pregnancy. That was a huge issue for me. So just feeling more comfortable, less bloated, is awesome. So that's kind of my Juice Plus story. This has really been an easy button for me and my family. I feel pretty confident knowing what I'm giving them is good for them. And joining Juice Plus, I honestly was really scared to do it, but I've felt very supported, and it's just such a uplifting community. So thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Dawn. You did so good. It is so nerve-wracking to have your own event. So I totally get it. Let's all send her like a Care Bear stare.
Yeah, thanks.
But that's wonderful. I love your story. And honestly, when I started sharing Juice Plus with people, people were phoning me and being like, you didn't tell me it was going to help with my bowels. I'm like, I didn't even know. That's so awesome though. Like, and it's so neat to know when we start feeding that phytonutrition to our gut, how it responds. Like, it's just so powerful. And that's more powerful than you know. Like, it's in charge of a lot of different things. So thank you, ladies, for sharing. And I just wanted to say on these calls, we always share a little bit about what we do with the business as well, just because you never know if somebody's going to be interested in that or not. And if it's not for you, just totally like glaze over. It doesn't matter to us, but we do like to share both just in case, because at one time we would only share the product and people would have to come to us and say, well, like, what about that business? Would I be okay? Like, would you want me on your team? And we would always feel so bad. Like, oh, what? Yes. It's just here I've been feeling insecure about sharing it. And you know what I mean? So now we share both. So I am going to share a little bit about what we do with the business. And with the business, it's a $50 purchase to own your own wellness business. And that's once per year, which is so exciting because that means there's no monthly requirements. Nobody bugs you to do anything. There's no sales quota. You don't lose anything if you don't do anything. If you wanted to just be a family plan, which is, have your family's order under you and get a discount, that's great. If you want to have a few $100s a month, that's great. It's totally whatever your goals are. And a lot of people think, okay, I would never be good at that. I would never want to do that because I'm not good at selling. And the really cool thing about our business is that salespeople actually do terribly until they figure out how to forget selling. Because what it is we just share our hearts with people and we just share our experience with people. And those that are interested join us, and those that aren't don't. And it's just like really natural. And if you try to be like order Juice Plus and you're at all, pushy with it, it just doesn't work. And it's not the way we do things. So when I first started with Juice Plus, Sandy had told me, oh, Michelle, this company's amazing. They've been around for 50 years. She told me all the rundown about, 10 billion in sales and all this stuff. And I was just like, honestly, I'm a teacher. I'll probably go back to teaching one day. And I really don't want to do like one of those pyramid things. And so she was like, so I always like to draw this because honestly, this is exactly what I thought about. And interestingly, I didn't even know why I thought this. It was in my head that if you do network marketing, it's a pyramid. And she said, oh, what do you mean, like Walmart? And so, of course, she's my friend, so she could get away with kind of calling me out on this a little bit. And I said, what do you mean? She's like, well, like, CEO, and then all these layers of leadership, like managers, provincial, regional, national. And then there's the store people that do all the real work. And then, they push that one person up to the top. And I was like, oh, when I thought about it, I'm like, that's exactly what even the education system is shaped like. Like churches are shaped that way. I mean, everything is, right? And so then I'm like, okay, fine, fair enough. And I thought she was just getting fancy with me. And I'm like, what's your business shaped like? So she showed me this. And she said, the reason that we're shaped like a rectangle is that the top level of our company is called National Marketing Director. And there are different layers of leadership for sure. But the difference with us is that everybody starts at the bottom. No matter what education you have, no matter what level of experience you have, you all start as a DLR. So like literally a fruit or vegetable dealer. And yes, you can get promoted. So here, up in this scenario, you have to work really hard to potentially get promoted to a store manager. And sometimes when you get there, it's not always well received because there were a lot of other people going for it. But the chances of you getting to the top are like, you can't, right? No matter what you do, there's just one position. Whereas National Marketing Director, there's unlimited amount that can be that. Truly, I have seen it so many times in our own team and across Canada and North America and the world. I mean, like, whoever wants to put the work in can get to NMD. And at NMD, there's a tuition reimbursement package, full medical benefits for children and families, and also a Christmas bonus. So it's like this wonderful place where you have your own business, but you're not all by yourself. You get this corporate package, which I love. And it's really family oriented. So to get there, you literally have to pull people up through the levels. To get to National Marketing Director. You can't get promoted without helping other people get promoted. And as a result, it creates this beautiful culture. And I always say that, and people don't really get it until they show up to an event or meet some people in the community and they're like, wow, everybody really actually does love each other. This feels like family. And I think it's because of this, but also because the product is such a helping, healing product. And it just really pulls in a lot of caretakers, a lot of awesome, cool people. And so that's really all I have to say about this. It's a nice culture and community, and you can't get to the top without helping other people. And then the last thing that my objection was, and I don't know if you guys can relate to this or not, but I said, okay, like she kind of convinced me at this point. I'm like, okay, as long as I don't have to sell anything or push anybody, but I don't know very many people. So I lived in Camrose at the time, and she was my best friend in Camrose and my only friend in Camrose because all of my university friends spread out everywhere and my high school friends were gone to different towns. So I'm like, you sponsored me already. So what am I going to do? Like, I don't know anybody. And she's like, honestly, Michelle, this is a Facebook business. We just share our stories on social media and what we're experiencing. And we invite people to these events that are happening online, much like this call. And through that, you'll find excited people. And when I think back, yeah, it was totally unexpected people. One was my neighbor. One was a lady I met in a meeting. And one was a girl who went to the same high school as me, but 2 years younger. And so over time, I found these 3 people that were excited to build their own business and just get a few customers. And this is a level we call 3 Club. And at this level, we earn that this distributor here, which in this case is me in my example, I was earning $1,000 per month at 3 Club. And that was just by finding 3 excited people to build the business with me. So I always share that, because not to impress anyone, but just to really show the power of what this can be, because the product is a consumable product, and it's a great product, and people want to take it and continue using it because they feel amazing on it comparatively to before. And they love that they're getting this nutrition into their children. And as a result, your business can be really, really stable. It's not like, you have a good sales month and then down. That $1,000 a month paycheck is very, very consistent and comes in every month. So that's a little bit about what we do. We've got a lot of really cool bonuses. As you guys saw from the little drawing I just did to get to National Marketing Director, all the way to the top, we've got other levels above NMD. There's an opportunity to earn, I always have to look down because it's a lot, $32,000 in bonus money, which is really cool, because for me, that bonus money put food on the table for the first year I was in this business, which I'll share in my story in a minute. But I'm going to ask Lauren to share her story with how the business has impacted her life in a positive way before we continue on.
Hey guys. Sorry, I never realized that it's dark out at like 8:30, so I'm just sitting in my car with like the little lights on. But I started Juice Plus. Michelle was actually my high school science teacher, and like I'm just like a regular small town girl. Like I'm from Tofield, Alberta, like really small town. I'm also a nurse. I work in Camrose Emerge, and I just like I was introduced to the product when I was pregnant, and I loved it because I was just so sick. I couldn't take anything through my pregnancy. I wasn't taking prenatal vitamins. I was so ill. So I started taking Juice Plus and loved it. And Michelle said to me, after my sister had signed up to do the business, my younger sister, she said to me, "Do you want to get a bit of a discount?" And I was like, yeah, I want to get a bit of a discount. So I paid the $50 and I was like, but I don't want to sell. I'm too cool for that. Like, I'm a nurse. But during that time, I was cleaning people's houses on maternity leave and dying for any extra income that I could get. My husband worked in the oil field at the time. His job was drastically affected by the recession in Alberta. He normally would do like 50 to 60 jobs in a winter time. That was his busy season. And we just built a new house, moved in December, had our son in February, and he had done like 2 jobs that winter. So like for you know what it's like for guys when they want to work and they want to provide for their family. And he was physically and mentally able to work, but the work just wasn't there. And so I was on maternity leave. I had a brand new baby. Like there was so little I could do. We were just like, I didn't even buy grapes. I didn't buy olive oil. I didn't buy anything that was like over the top or fancy or like a treat, because we were hurting so bad and we just didn't know where our money was going to come from. And so when Michelle said to me, "Do you want to get a discount?" I said, "Of course," because I knew I needed the product. And I just kind of started talking to people about it really nonchalantly, really not pushy, just kind of sharing my experience and how it helped me with energy. And all of a sudden, people were like messaging me, being like, "Hey, what are you doing? Like, what are you taking? What are you giving your baby?" I was opening up the capsules and putting it into his pablum. And people are like, "What are you giving your baby?" And so I just kind of started talking about it, sharing a little bit on Facebook, but never putting Juice Plus, never putting my website, never doing anything that was like in your face salesy. And that was in November, it would be 3 years. I'm now at the top level of the company, the national marketing director, and I have full medical benefits for our family. I had another baby in November, so I'm on maternity leave again, and I don't have to go back to work after this baby. And it is such a blessing that I was able to both help my family get through the recession. Like my husband looked me in the eye and he said to me like with just the most emotion I've ever felt out of, 2 words. And he just said, "Thank you." And I was like, holy, like this is real deal. So I just kept going, and now I don't have to go back to work after this maternity leave. I don't have to wake up my babies at 5 in the morning and drag them to the day home to go take care of other people and emerge. I get to do that job when I need to fill my soul and help, and I don't have to be there when anyone's telling me. And I can't even tell you guys how much this business has blessed my family, my husband, my kids, and now like my sisters have joined, and my best friend, and now my sister-in-law, Alicia, and it's just amazing group of people.
Awesome. Thank you, Lauren. I love your story so much. And I just had no idea that they were struggling to that level, but she came and cleaned my house, and I just thought, oh my gosh, I would feel so bad if I didn't tell her about what we do, because like, it's much easier than what she's doing, right? Like bringing her baby to work with her and all of that. So I won't take too much of your guys' time, but very similar to Lauren, this business saved my life, I swear. And I found it during a time where life was pretty up and down. I was married at the time, and in that marriage, we struggled with my ex-husband's addiction issues, and it was just like a roller coaster. And when I found this community, that's when I knew I found home. I was just like, oh my gosh, I love these women. I love how they lift you up, raise you up, help you see the positive, teach you about gratitude. It was what I needed. I just hadn't sparkled in so long. And long story short, I ended up going through divorce with that marriage and was a single mom literally overnight. And this business came to the rescue and was able to replace my teaching income, which was huge. But more importantly, let me be there for that first year where my kids were adjusting to a total loss of the family as they knew it. And, through the business, there's a lot of personal development. Like our team is really into personal growth. And through that, I grew into who I am now. And as a result, was able to attract an amazing partner. And his name is Kelly, and he's wonderful to my children. And thank goodness, because my kid's dad actually just passed away this year due to his addiction issues. And knowing that he's there for my kids is just like huge. And honestly, I know that for me, I don't feel like I would have felt worthy of being with somebody as amazing as him before I found this business and this team and grew myself as a person. And so for me, like the money is amazing. I'm a strong 6-figure income earner now because of this business, but that is honestly just this beautiful side effect of what the community has given me and how I've been able to grow as a person, as a mom, as a daughter, as a now wife. I can't thank this community enough. It's so amazing. And it is that to everybody, no matter what level they decide to go to in the business. It's just truly a big family. And I just can't say enough. It honestly, if something resonated with you on that front, know that it's true and it's real. We're not blowing, fairy tales and lollipops your way. It truly is this little like team synergy bubble that we've got going on. So in a nutshell, that's my story. And I want to thank you guys all so much for being here to support Dawn. That is so amazing that you guys came and gave up some of your evening. And I just wanted to remind you all that we're always looking for good people who are ready for a change, whether that change is going to be with Juice Plus, with joining our team or getting involved in the business, or simply just becoming a part of our TSC community. We've got that beautiful, rich, vibrant community of personal development and relationship tips and contribution projects. And it's a really cool community. So whichever one resonates to you, please let Dawn know, because we want to get you involved in some way. And just, either way, we're excited to support you in your journey in some way. And as you make your decision with which one is resonating with you, whether it's the product, the business, or just being a part of our TSE community, I want you to think about this. If it's not this, then what? And if not now, then when? And just thank you guys so much for spending your evening with us.